Ever feel like no matter how hard you work, you're still broke before the month ends? Like you're stuck on a running treadmill. You're moving fast, but you're going absolutely nowhere. You are not alone and you are not lazy. The truth is that you were never taught how to use money. You were just taught how to earn it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to break out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle without needing a second job, a finance degree, or a six-figure income. Stick around because these 3 steps are going to change the way you feel about money forever. Let's be real, living paycheck to paycheck is not just stressful, it is exhausting. It feels like you're on a treadmill that never stops going. You're running hard, you're doing your best, and still you're going absolutely nowhere. Maybe you've got a decent job, you show up, you work, and you should still be fine. But payday hits and a few days later, you're already checking your balance. You're holding your breath. Does this sound familiar? If it does, then listen. You're not lazy. You're not crazy. You're just stuck in a system that never taught you how to use money to work for you, only how you can work for money. But here is the good news, okay? You can break the cycle, and it starts with a small, consistent shift on how you think and manage money. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the 3 core strategies that helped me and others stop living paycheck to paycheck. We're going to talk about emotional spending versus intentional spending, how to budget even when your income is stuck, and the first 3 steps that can help you feel in control over your money this very month. So if you're tired of feeling broke even though you're working hard, then this is for you. Part 1 is emotional spending versus intentional spending. Let's start with something that a lot of us don't even realize that we're doing, which is emotional spending. And before you say, that's not me, let me ask you this question. Have you ever bought something online just because you were stressed? Have you ever treated yourself on payday just because you deserved it? Have you ever gone shopping just because you wanted to? Well, if you have, then well, my friend, that is emotional spending, and it's more common than you think, especially when money is tight and life feels out of control. Emotional spending is our way of feeling in control for a little moment. It gives us a little hit of happiness, okay? But the problem is that it only lasts a few hours, and then the regret kicks in. You look at your bank account and you think to yourself, why did I do that? I cannot afford this, okay? So that is emotional spending. So on the other side, we have intentional spending, okay? Well, let's talk about intentional spending, which is different from emotional spending. It means making a decision before your emotions show up. You've already decided that you're going to spend this amount this month. $50 for eating out, $200 for bills, $55 towards your savings, even if it's small, okay? That way, when payday actually hits, you're not guessing, you're not reacting, you're actually following a real plan. Intentional spending turns money into a tool, okay, not a trap. Part 2 is budgeting on a low income. Now, I already know, okay, some of you are going to think to yourselves, I'd love to budget, but what am I going to do when there's not enough money to go around? That question is real, but budgeting is not just for people with extra money laying around, okay? Budgeting is what helps you actually have that extra money. If your income is tight, it makes budgeting even more important. It is a difference between making your money last or watching it disappear out the window. Okay, so here are the practical steps that you can take. Start with your actual numbers, not guesses. Pull up your bank account, look at your past month, and write down every single expense. Prioritize needs like your food, your rent, your utilities, your transportation. Those are going to be your foundation. Anything out of that gets paused, reduced, or cut completely until you have breathing room. You can create a simple budget and not a fancy one, okay? Start with just writing things down on paper or use a budget spreadsheet that somebody else has created. I created one and I'm going to link it in the description box below so that you can have access to it. So something simple and not super extra fancy is going to help you, okay? It's going to help you track things like what you're earning, what you're spending, and what you want to change. So here is the truth. When you actually start budgeting on a low income, you are not actually just managing your money. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of building discipline, even in a hard season. And that mindset shift, my friend, is exactly what creates long-term wealth. If this is resonating with you so far, then hit that like button because it's going to help this video reach more people stuck in the same cycle. And don't forget to subscribe for more money tips every single week. Part 3 is 3 steps to break the cycle. Step 1 is track every single dollar. Not just your bills, I mean every single dollar. That coffee you grab every single morning, that Amazon Prime order that you just ordered and completely forgot about, that monthly charge for a subscription that you're not even using. Track every single thing for 30 days. And here's why. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a clarity problem. You cannot manage what you're not looking at or what you can't see. You can use a notebook, an app, or the tracker that I'm going to link below. You're going to be shocked at where your money is actually going. Step 2 is build a mini buffer. Forget that $1,000 emergency funds for a second. Aim for $100. That's it. Just $100. That buffer is going to be if life happens buffer. If your kids need school supplies or you get hit with a surprise fee, okay, you don't go into panic mode. It is not about the amount here. It's about creating margin. Even if it's saving something as small as $100. You can set a goal to save $10 every single week, sell something on Facebook Marketplace, or skip one takeout meal and just stash that money, okay? That little cushion is going to change every single thing for you. Step 3 is cut just one thing, just one. You don't have to go full minimalist here, but what if you just paused one expense this month? Maybe it's that $70 cable package, okay? Or maybe it's that second streaming service that you barely use, or it's weekly takeouts and then you meal prep instead. You can use that money to start a buffer or pay down a loan, okay? Small changes are going to lead to big momentum. And then once you see what you can do with just a little, you're going to believe what is possible with more. So let me say this again because somebody needs to hear it more than just once. You're not bad with money. You were just never taught how to use it, okay? Living paycheck to paycheck is not a reflection of your worth or your intelligence or your hustle. It is a reflection of how the system teaches us to consume instead of building, okay? And today you've got a choice. You've got 3 steps to take back your power. So here's what I want you to do. Download the free cheat sheet below that has a tracker and a plan to help you get started today. Drop a comment below and tell me what is the first thing that you're going to be cutting this month to take control of your finances. And of course, subscribe to the channel because I am dropping weekly videos to help you fix your broke habits, build real wealth, and finally feel free with your money. I'm Fawani, and you got this.